Welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans from around the world. It is your host, Galadon. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the video. Please take a moment to let me know what country, city, state, or province you are visiting from as we get down to the final day of CWL. And is it Tribes' time to shine? They have had a great season, and this could be the one. Will they qualify for the World's qualifiers, qualify for the pre-qualifiers through CWL this season? It looks good. We're down to the final day. We've seen some epic attacks, and we're going to take a look at just how close things are right now. Also, we will take a closer look into the current meta and talk about how it could potentially change in the coming days. That's right. Remember, it's September. This is the final month of the third quarter of 2021. We were kind of expecting an update sometime this month. I would guess that at the earliest we'll see one late October, but that's just based upon the earlier promise that we received that we should be expecting quarterly updates on a relatively regular basis. Many of us, if not all of us, are expecting some sort of nerf to air attacks. As you'll notice in today's episode, we're seeing pretty much only air attacks. I would say it's right around 90 to 99.999% air. Not to say that we don't have variety to the attacks, because you've got dragons, electro dragons, dragon riders, lava loon. They are definitely dominating the skies, but the skies are dominating the everything just about. Check out, did you, by the way, see Eve Check's beautiful swag of the Royal Champion right there at the end of that attack? Okay, so let's go ahead and first things first, check out Tribe and how they're doing. Day one, they just barely squeaked out a win, 39-38, against what ended up being the number 2 clan right now in Tribe's group. You can see that it's a relatively close race. The top, say, 4 clans are really grinding it out. KOG and Fusion are doing really well also. And yes, you've got a few that are looking to get demoted, unfortunately. But day after day after day, it was super close, 39-38, 38-37. And then in day 3, it was another close one, 38-37 over KOG. And then they hit some softer clans, some big scores, nearly perfect. Although it looks like they're going to need a perfect war on the final day to have a shot at qualifying. Again, it's going to be close, and we'll just have to wait and see. Right now, they look like they are going to beat Fusion. That's the day 6 clan. And then day 7, looking like maybe the easiest matchup of the entire week. They certainly should score 45 war stars on that final day. So it really comes down to the performance of other clans that are at the top of their brackets and Tribe's performance today. Either way, it is always exciting to watch, and it's fun being a part of Tribe and checking out some of these guys and their perfect weeks. Specifically, Eve, Maxi, and Kronos have nothing but 3 stars to show for their attack so far. So let's check out Kronos' crushing win over the number 1 base on Penta. And again, like we should expect, we see dragon riders and dragons and baby dragons and balloons and minions. Yes, everything up in the air. It has been fun to see the different styles using, say, the skeleton spell, lightnings, earthquakes, invincible blimp, blizzard, anything like that has kind of varied things up. And that is the one reason that I have to say that maybe it's not that bad that there's so much air, because at least there's still a variety of attacks that are happening from the skies. The other question is, however, in these 5v5 wars, the tournament style wars, are we seeing too many perfect scores, too many 15v15 ties? The answer is probably yes, because I think right now we're seeing more than we've ever seen in the history of the game, especially during a World Championship cycle. And what I mean is, we're right in the midst of qualifying the final teams to compete for that $1 million in prize money. So it is vitally important that the Clash of Clans team maintains balance throughout the game so that things don't get crazy out of hand. Remember, attackers are constantly getting better. And while bases can adjust movement of expos and scatter shots and clan castles and ground versus air and single versus multi, it definitely feels like offense has the grip, the upper hand by far right now. So I do expect either a direct or an indirect nerf to air. And what I mean by an indirect nerf is, of course, if you boost things on defense or if you boost ground troops, then you're going to see more ground troops being used. But then again, you can't just make ground troops stronger, because then they're going to come in and everybody will be scoring perfect wars with, say, Queen Charge Hybrid. Oh, wait a minute. Queen Charge Hybrid. That's my favorite attack. Oh yes, we want that to come back. And actually, I'll give you guys a hint. I do think it is coming back based upon what I've seen in CWL this week. Not a lot of ground, but a little bit of Queen Charge Hybrid, and even Galadon having some success. Watch for that episode coming up shortly. But in the meantime, it's not about me, it's about Tribe Gaming and Eve Maxey, the other perfect warrior. He has 5 attacks and 15 stars so far this week. He is looking to perfect his week and finish out with all triples. Again, from the air. Now, this is an attack, of course, that I've had a lot of people say, Galadon, why don't you learn it? Why don't you try it? Get out there and LaLo. And, you know, somewhere in the past, I think I have. I must have done it for a few episodes or something. Maybe we could break those out and just show those again, rather than me having to practice. But I do feel like I probably will succumb to the pressure and try out some LaLo attacks, although this Sui hero style of LaLo does seem really easy, right? I mean, you just throw your heroes down, cut on one side, you let them wipe out, say, a third, maybe 40% of the base, take out some key structures, a clan castle, maybe a town hall, maybe an eagle, and then you send in a bunch of balloons with a couple of lava hounds in front of them, and you're fine. You 3-star every single time. In fact, it sounds like a perfect Galadon tutorial video. But if you've watched some of the other pros who put out strategy videos about LaLo, and then you've gone out and tried it yourself, you may find that it's the easiest attack that's hard to replicate, or the hardest attack that's easy to screw up, or the hardest easy, you get the point, right? Yeah, no, it's so much easier said than done, and there's so much nuance, there's so much finesse, so much just gentle touch, slight adjustments to the attacks, like the scatter shot being distracted, taken out by the stone slammer, beautiful timing and placement of freeze spells, haste spells, knowing when and where your balloons are going to go, and the confidence to get to the town hall. I thought that was a crazy one right here, as Eve Maxey, he doesn't have a blimp or anything crazy like an Archer Queen to go after that town hall. He just has a rage spell and a free spell and a whole bunch of balloons that get there and wipe out that town hall in a heartbeat. So I don't know, the confidence like that. I mean, yes, okay, fine. He had the warden ability as well, but just sheer confidence to attack on the opposite side of a town hall, especially in CWL. But remember, for most of us, a CWL 2-star is a success and a 1-star would be a disaster. On these guys' boards, it's a 3-star or it's just not helpful towards the cause. So they really have to go for it occasionally, taking the risks to get the rewards. And that's what you see time and time again with these LaLo attacks. And although they're not the most exciting, they can be relatively reliable. And again, that's probably why I am campaigning for some sort of boost to ground troops. I miss the days of like P.E.K.K.A. Smash and bowlers and golems crushing through bases. There is something really dramatic and exciting about that I just don't get from air attacking. I want Clash of Clans to return to roughly 50-50. I want to see air attacks and ground attacks both equally strong. There's no doubt that we are in a phase, a cycle where air has become the predominant strategy, and hopefully it'll switch back. In the meantime, hopefully Tribe will dominate on day 6 and 7 and qualify for the World Championship qualifiers. You guys qualified for the end of the video by being true #GalFam, and that is why I love, think about, and appreciate every single one of you every single day. So get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, be kind to other people, animals, and the planet, and I will see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, I think they need Peter $17 help. It's true.